Wow. Hi, I'm Kate Spivey. I didn't actually mean to abandon both my channels. It just kind of happened. It turns out being pregnant is kind of a lot of work. And so I kind of have been having just focus issues. Honestly, it's been focus more than anything is the reason I just haven't posted anything at all. As you can see, I've got chaos in my nursery. And I gotta take care of that. That's actually my task for today, is taking care of the chaos in the baby room. One thing I have done is I painted this wall purple. For a while I was kind of suffering from out of sight, out of mind. So it would literally be oh, I'll make a video tomorrow. And then tomorrow would come and pass, and a week would come and pass, and I'd be like, I never made a video. I should make a video, on my next day off. And then another week would pass, and it was just I need to make a video. And then, months were going by. And I kind of got to the point where it was okay, on my next day off, I will make a video, it'll be perfect. And then on that day, I would wake up and not feel really well. So I think how many months have passed? 6 months have passed, and I haven't been making videos. So it really isn't that I abandoned the channel. As you can see, last time I posted, oh, hi Sue. Last time I posted, I was kind of showing. Now I'm really showing. It's really obvious I'm pregnant now. People notice all of a sudden. People didn't really notice for a while unless I told them. Now people really notice. I'm quite pregnant. I'm at 32 weeks now. So things have gotten a lot harder. Sort of, the second trimester was actually kind of fun, okay? The second trimester I would say is probably the best part of being pregnant. The first trimester, there's a lot of pain and your body getting used to things, and the nausea is a lot higher than when you get into the second trimester. I thought I had kind of a good time, at least in retrospect. I was so hungry all the time. I was eating like a teenager playing sports, which I literally haven't done since I was a teenager playing sports. It was kind of fun. You'd eat 3 hamburgers, and then an hour later you'd be I am starving, I need food. It was that kind of time. That was really fun, but I'd do all of that and then fall asleep. I was narcoleptic for a little while there. It was literally I couldn't watch anything because I would watch something, fall asleep. Zuko and Boomy are exploring the nursery with me. They are trustworthy kitties, so they're allowed to explore the mess while I'm in here. I really want to get the nursery kind of put together and not as chaotic before I let the other cats kind of come in and see, but these two are probably fine. Oh yeah, so the narcolepsy was pretty interesting. I couldn't watch a lot of things. If I would sit down on the couch to watch something, I would then later wake up and we'd be many videos later. So it was a challenge for sure, but the second trimester I think was fun because I was still pretty mobile. I could still sleep at night pretty good. I did develop sciatic pain in one of my legs, and I sort of had to figure out how to sleep properly to not have that pain be waking me up. So that was probably my big challenge in the second trimester, was really dealing with the sciatic pain. Oh, stuff's falling over. Wait one sec. Oh, getting up and down. You can see the size. Okay. Anyway. Actually, you can't really tell on the camera, can you? How big I've gotten. It's only if I turn sideways. It was sort of right at 30 weeks for me. Suddenly it was whoa, there's a lot of weight. Not only my boobs grown a lot, the stomach part noticeably grew bigger. I actually do recommend taking those belly shots. I always thought that was kind of dumb, and I was only taking them once a month. When I was noticing growth, I was taking them from the beginning, just because I wanted, especially when my husband was away, or my sister-in-law would ask every now and then, how's the baby bump growing? So I was taking pictures just periodically, and then they were usually a month apart, and there would be some progress in between them. Especially looking back, when I put them all in an album, I can see the progress. But I took one towards the end of May, and 2 weeks later, it was the most noticeable progress of any of the pictures I had taken. Just in those 2 weeks, when passing over the 30-week mark, it was suddenly whoa, that's a huge amount of difference in the size of my belly. So the growth and the weight really got to me. Like suddenly it's like, oh, it's hard to do things that I didn't really think were going to be huge issues or haven't been huge issues, like getting into bed. Suddenly, it's way more hard than it used to be. Getting up and down off the floor, way harder than it used to be. I can no longer stand and put on my pants. What you doing back there? Hi. Oh gosh. And there's just a lot of like new pains. The weight is a big pain. It's causing back pain. Nowadays, like my savior is my yoga ball. I finally got a yoga ball that's like the right size, and just like leaning on it and letting the belly hang is so freaking comfortable. It's so good. Like that is absolutely my favorite thing to do. If I have any kind of pain anywhere, I just like lie on that ball until I only have knee pain from kneeling on the floor. It's so good. That's like the best thing. But otherwise, like I have pretty much had an easy pregnancy, like compared to a lot of other people's stories. Peekaboo. But now it's like, it's so much harder. And I realized if I don't make a video at some point, I'm probably never going to. So here I am in the nursery. Don't even have like proper lighting set up. So hopefully this is bright enough that you can see. Like here I am in my chair, but I got a cover for it. It doesn't actually fit. It's a little bit too big for this chair, but I figured having something that's washable and also matches my aesthetic is going to be better for the room than having the green chair sitting here. So got this. I got my wall painted. And I just have a ton of stuff now. And you know, it's like it's getting closer. I'm so thirsty. That's the other thing that's been really hard. And this did start in the second trimester, but it's like, it's bad now. The heartburn is so bad and so constant. I can't eat spicy food anymore because the heartburn rages to the point where it almost gives me a headache. It gets so intense. Like you just always feel bile in your throat because I think my stomach is up here in my rib cage now. I'm pretty sure. Half the time I can't feel it, and then every now and then it'll be like, wait, I'm really hungry, but like up in my diaphragm. Or if I eat a lot, I cough a lot now. Like, it's pretty bad. But yeah, and the thirst has also gotten pretty intense. I'm thirsty all the time. Anything that's like liquidy. So fruit has been great. Since the second trimester, fruit has been like the best. Fruit and french fries, I'll say. Anytime. I'm up for those things anytime. All day, all night, I can eat fruit or I can eat french fries. Both of them just sound good no matter what's going on. Especially now, like really liquidy fruits, like a watermelon is so good. I can just sit and eat watermelon, like cut it up for myself and just like go through. The other day I kind of went through a quarter watermelon all by myself without even like thinking about, like while I was making dinner, I just ate a whole quarter of like a big watermelon. But yeah, a lot of things are harder. It's hard to just do normal activities. I just get winded really, really fast, which is normal because my lungs are squashed. Like there's very little lung capacity going on. So, and also I've got a foot in my rib at all times. The baby is facing the correct direction, which is fantastic. Good job, baby. But they've got a foot up in my rib. And the first day that happened, it was making me nauseous. It was so bad. And finally I was like, I think that's a foot. I'm pretty sure the foot is in my rib. Now the foot has just like lodged itself in there and is like, we've been fighting for control. I finally realized the reason that women sit like this when they're really pregnant, it's not because it's comfortable. This is not a more comfortable position than any other. They're pushing those feet down so that their ribs get some relief, because otherwise it's just like that bottom rib is so bruised is how it feels. Just all the time, it's so bruised because that foot really likes being up there. I push the foot down and we struggle against each other. So this is one strong, they're already getting a leg workout. They're going to come out of the womb the strongest of legs. Baby's going to be walking in like 2 weeks. You know, it's that kind of like, that's hard. There's a couple of hard things. But yeah, for the most part, it's okay. Like really, like the rib causes the nausea. I haven't had nausea since pretty much the first trimester. Like I've been really lucky in a lot of things. My blood tests came back really, really good actually, my last blood test. All within normal ranges for pregnancy, which was fantastic. I don't have gestational diabetes is one of the concerns that they look into. Even my iron levels are pretty darn good. I'm eating well. I'm making sure. And that is important actually. That is kind of one of the things I realized early, is that you have to really focus on eating. The way the baby was the baby is a little parasitic, let's be honest. It's like a little parasite, because people talk about oh, the baby wants this and the baby wants that in terms of food things. The baby doesn't want those things. You want those things, because the baby isn't getting the things from the food you're eating. They're taking it from the rest of your body. The baby will just take what it needs from the rest of you. So if it needs something from your brain, it's taking it out of your brain. If it needs something from your bones, it's taking it out of your bones. You are then replenishing those things for your own body. It's kind of how I've understood it. And so, if you're wanting something, it's because the baby's already taken away that thing, and your body's you know where this thing could come from? French fries. Well, actually, one time I had a severe craving. It was one day, because for the most part, I don't think I've had severe cravings. But one day I was I needed vinegar. There was no pickles in the house, and I was I will drink a bottle of vinegar. So I looked it up afterwards, what causes that? And apparently it's from not eating enough. Basically, that's all it was I had gone too long between meals. And so something about your stomach acid is not in balance, and your body is how do we fix this? Vinegar will do it. And so then you're just I must have it. I was pouring vinegar onto barbecue chips, because those were the two things I had. It was delectable. Actually, another thing, weird pregnancy cravings. I watched a whole lot of those videos. A weird number looked pretty appetizing. Mustard on a Twinkie looked real appetizing. I haven't tried it, but it was just what's wrong with that? And then people were oh, it's because you're pregnant, honey. That's fair, but it kind of looked good. But actually what was really good that I did have was hard-boiled eggs with lemon juice on them. I recommend putting a little salt, because it was way better that way, but that was actually delicious. That was freaking good. That was kind of almost a deviled egg. So I don't see how that's just a weird pregnancy craving. That was really good. I actually recommend that one. I guess, other hard things have been, the number one thing, as it pertains to this channel that's been really hard is I just don't have any focus. I cannot sit and read. I can't sit and read anything. Even short content is really hard. Anything that's longer than it would be in an Instagram post is really hard right now. So I'm not reading anything. Actually, I tried audiobooks, and as long as I'm doing something like driving, I can listen to an audiobook. But if I'm just listening in the house, I fall asleep. I can't seem to read books at the moment, which is kind of sad, and I hope that that's going to come back at some point. Obviously not early in the baby's life, but I'm hoping that as they're a little bit older, I'll be able to read again. But I just can't. I had joined a Terry Pratchett book club and got through 2 books, barely got through the second one, to be perfectly honest. I had to switch over to audiobook to even try, and even then I feel I missed portions of it. It's just I cannot seem to read, which is really unfortunate, and a large portion of why I haven't had anything to post here. I just cannot focus in to do that anymore, which is really kind of a bummer. I thought I maybe would read more, and then it's way less. Even watching a full movie is a bit hard on me. The chances of me staying awake are a lot less than they used to be. Maybe one of the main reasons is the lack of focus is so strong now that it's hard to do things make a video for you guys, or I don't know, even keep my train of thought when I'm talking about things just right now. And it's difficult. A lot of things have become difficult. I can't carry a lot. Even if my arm strength is fine, I can't have things up against my belly. There's definite limitations, and I'd say right at that 30-week mark, there are such definite limitations all of a sudden that it's hard. I'd say it is very hard to be pregnant. So if anyone is in your life, or if you are, cut yourself some slack. It is so difficult. Basically, one of my tasks today is just kind of sorting through. I just have so much stuff. We've been really, really lucky in terms of stuff. My sister-in-law has now an almost 1-year-old right now. End of this month, she's going to be 1. So they don't need newborn stuff anymore. So they let us borrow all of their newborn stuff. One of Josh's co-workers now has an almost 1-year-old, and they don't need any of their baby stuff anymore. One of my old co-workers, a friend of ours, their girls are now bigger, they don't need baby stuff anymore. So we just got a lot of stuff, as well as like tons of presents from people. Like, thank you so much to everyone who's given us amazing presents. We have so much cool stuff, and everyone was very good about the gender neutral. I'm not doing a gender reveal party, so nobody knows the gender of our baby, because I just think it doesn't matter. I just genuinely, like, the more I think about it, the less it matters to me what the gender of the baby is, what the sex of the baby is. I've realized they call it a gender reveal party, but as my husband keeps pointing out, gender is, like a personal construct, basically. Like, gender is more of an expression, which babies don't have. Babies are not born with gender, basically. They are born with a sex. And so the sex reveal is really what you're doing. It's a sex reveal party. There's a reason we don't call it that, but I think we should start, because it's a little weird if you think about it. The only real difference between boy and girl babies, when they come out as babies, is what genitals they have. And so when someone's like, oh, what's the gender of your baby? Like, what they're asking is what kind of genitals the baby has. And the more I thought about that, the more it's like, unless that is also being backed up by like, I'm willing to change diapers for you, and offering to change diapers for you, and thus with like a little heads up on what I'm to expect, because it is just a slightly different diaper changing process in terms of genitalia. If that's not what they're saying, if they're not saying that they are going to help change diapers, why do they want to know the genitals of the baby? Like, to me, it just, the more I think about it, the weirder it is. So there's no reason why anyone should need to know. Like, until the baby starts expressing a gender, I don't feel like it matters. Like, it's still gonna be a baby. So I appreciate that everyone was very gender neutral. How could they not be, since I didn't give them any hints? Actually, some people were like, didn't you tell me? I was like, absolutely not. I've been keeping this secret like a champ. Nobody knows. I did find out, but I don't need anyone else to know. Because what I like is purple. And I feel like once the baby has developed preference, that'll be plenty of time. We can repaint the nursery and get new things. They'll be like 2 before they develop color preference. So I'm not too worried. Mommy preference is purple, so we got a lot of cool purple things, and the baby is born the year of the dragon. So what people get me? Things like this. That's so cool. I'm so happy about a purple dragon. I think this is the best kind of thing. This is exactly how I want the nursery to be. It's full of purple dragons and cat things. So, ooh, you're not going to sit there, okay? Fine. It'll be cute if you do. Okay. So, yeah, and I have a lot of other things, like other people had a little bit more of a theme that they were going for, too. I've got some aquatic-y things and some animal-y things and stuff like that. A lot of greens to go with the purples and a lot of just really cool stuff. So, oh, I'm wearing myself out. Really, I just need to go through it all. And I just need to see what it is that we have now, because we have so much. We got like high chairs, baby swings, boppies, lots of little clothes, some really cute books. I love all the dragon books. All the other books are good too, but I got some dragon books. It's so cute. Diapers. People have been bringing all kinds of really great stuff. And so I have to go through, figure out kind of inventory what we do have and what we still need, so we can go and buy the rest of the things ourselves. So that's kind of the task I have to do, is go through. And we have a lot of like really useful stuff. Like, for example, a baby strainer. Yes, it is. It's for bath time. You put it in the tub and then like the water falls through. But it is a strainer made for babies. It is a baby strainer. We've got one. There's a lot of really funny stuff that's for babies. And also like useless stuff, but like cute stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to go through it all. I don't know that I have the energy today. I really wanted to film something just so I've got something to talk to you guys about. It's all gonna be baby stuff for a while. I don't have any reading that I've done. I mean, things that I can do outside of, like fun things that I do now are like try and work in my garden, but it's been a really cool, wet spring this year. So not a lot of gardening going on. It starts to get a little bit warmer and then it cools back off and rains again. So my garden is not thriving quite yet. I work in my garden some. We work on some baby things a little bit. Clean the house, keep the chores up, and then I'm so tired. I pretty much like watch YouTube videos because short form content is a lot better for me. And like dynamic changes. If someone's voice is a little droning, I'm out. I fall asleep so I never ever used to fall asleep watching anything. Now I fall asleep so easily. It's just like people gotta be a little bit dynamic for me. Or we play Baldur's Gate sometimes. My husband and I play a little bit. I gotta get back to playing with my brothers. We were playing a whole game together. So I can play a little bit of video games for a little while. As long as we kind of keep it going and I have enough snacks. If my sugar levels drop, it becomes a whole issue. I'm not gone. I just haven't really had a lot of the brain space to be doing videos. And I may not for a while, but maybe if I find something fun, or maybe I'll do a video sitting and sorting through all of this stuff and make that like a separate video, so there'll be 2 for you out of me doing this afternoon. I'm not abandoning my channels. I'm here. I'm just really pregnant and it's hard. I think some people ask some questions, normal kinds of things like, what are some baby names you've been thinking of? And I think we'll keep that private for now, just so people don't start speculating. Like there's names that we like obviously we've named all of our cats after Avatar characters. We like those kinds of names. So, except for Pi, because Pi predates them. Pi is after Life of Pi, as the sole survivor of his family. I mean, we've got a lot of Avatar names here. We've got Zuko and Boomy are in the room with me right now. We got Toph and Korra outside. So, obviously those are sounds and names that we really, really like. But I don't think we're going to, talk about the short list or anything like that. I'll probably reveal the baby's name at some point once they're here. But I like to reserve the, you never know. The baby might come out and you're just like, that is a face of a Eric or something like that, or it's the face of a Sandra. And it's like, damn, my whole list is kaput because this baby has a face that goes with a name. You don't know. So we're not committing to a name for sure until we see the baby. We do have a favorite male and female gender name kind of things, but we've got a short list. But we're not committing to anything, so I won't reveal things like that probably. Basically, I just wanted to say hi, and I'm not gone. I painted a wall purple. I don't even know how purpley it looks on camera. I'm really enjoying all the purple stuff. But yeah, 32 weeks along. There's less than 2 months left. We got a lot to do. I've obviously got to sort out this nursery. My husband's building the crib, which once that's done, I'll probably have to at least do a short about that because it should be really cool. His plan for it's really cool, but it is a lot of work and we're both very, very busy with work. We're both working full time and, trying to kind of rack up that overtime before the maternity leave starts. And I'm really hitting the point where there's less and less I can do. And I keep trying to do a lot, but there is noticeably less. So, we just, keep doing our best, and I'll keep trying to post videos. I really want to post something to my other channel, my K-pop channel, because I am watching a lot of K-pop. I'm still enjoying K-pop. I don't have the focus for the types of videos I used to do, so I may try if I've got some energy this afternoon, but I at least wanted to update here on my main channel, let you guys know that I'm alive. And there's been no major complications. There's been nothing scary that would be the reason that I've been gone. Maybe that's really why I wanted to show up. It's just there's no scary thing happening. I'm doing really, really well. Everything's going really, really well. It's just difficult. It's real difficult and it's tiring and I haven't got any kind of focus going on. My brain is on vacation for the next probably 18 years. So who knows how much I'll be able to get done, but yeah, I'm gonna probably... Oh, wait. Oh, Boomy's gonna say hi first. Hi. Hi, dude. Oh, you look a bit chunky when you're on camera that way. Boomy is not overweight. Boomy hit his healthy weight, and then he went on a little bit of a diet because he is always going to want to eat constantly. He is at a very healthy weight, but he did develop quite a primordial pooch, which cats get, is a little hang down belly. But it's just skin, it's just a primordial pooch. He's not fat. Okay, I'm standing by that. But anyway, yeah, I'll talk to you again eventually, if not soon. I'll probably film another video here so I can go through some of this stuff and just kind of organize it a little bit. But yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And, oh my, what are you doing over there? I have to go investigate. Bye.